So the first tech I'll be talking about is being able to get a little bit of extra damage for a lower combat stamina cost. Basically, what this means is after you dodge Chain's charge attack, not many people know this, but Chain is actually stunned. So what this lets you do, you can get a few hits on him for free. Now, the good thing about this is it actually uses more stamina than it does if you hit him while he's stunned. What I mean by this is if Chain is in a bear trap, if he's stunned by a stun grenade, crucifix, everything that stuns Chain, it actually uses less combat stamina. So over the course of a long fight, it will also help your stamina management, which is also pretty good. But yeah. The second tech I'll be talking about is the Backpedal / Moonwalk tech. Basically what this tech does is you can fight Chain safely with a weapon that usually has a slower swing speed, and you still keep all the benefits of the weapon, obviously. But the good thing about it is, let's say for example you're using the Exor instead of the machete, you'll still be attacking at the exact same speed, but obviously the Exor does more damage, which is pretty good. Alone, the reason you'd use this is the fact that it's mainly used to cycle your cooldowns. So you can stall Chain by prolonging your combat stamina until you can block over and over and over until eventually you can hit him with QTE. So you can repeat this as many times as you want. I personally don't do this, but it's useful if you're on your own. Because usually what you do is if you're out of stamina you'd swap out with somebody else and keep the damage going. But obviously if you're on your own there's no one to swap out, so that's when this tech becomes useful. Now for this next one, this isn't really a tech, it's just more of a feature that most people don't know about yet because it's still pretty new to the game. When Chain has been hit by a QTE, his eye will actually glow red. Now what this means is that he is immune and will dodge basically every QTE you try to use. If you've ever seen the animation that plays where he slams his fist together, basically what this means is that he has a quick time event invincibility, I guess you could call it. It lasts about 30-ish seconds, but once Chain's eye is no longer red, you can obviously just hit him with another one. However, this cooldown is shared amongst everybody in the server, so you can't just hit a quick time event after somebody else has just finished one, which obviously is just to balance it out. Now, considering I've just said that QTEs give Chain his red eye immunity, there's actually one weapon in the game that bypasses this entirely. And there's a correct way to use this. So the Winchester, which is the new weapon that got added, it has 3 quick time events. Specifically, I'll be talking about 2 of them. There's the one that plays on the 3rd swing when the attack meter's full, and there's another one where you can block. Now, what this allows you to do, if you attack Chain with the 3rd swing quick time event, it actually doesn't give him the red eye immunity. And then what you can do straight after is block, which will then put you in another quick time event. However, if you did this in reverse, it wouldn't work. Now, I don't have a video to explain this one to show you, but when Chain does his kick attack, it actually does 0 damage. Now, the one thing that this move doesn't tell you is that it's actually very dangerous at the same time. So you're probably wondering, how does a move that does 0 damage really dangerous? Well, it does count as damage, only if you're below a certain health. So, let's say you're 70 health. If he kicks you, it'll do absolutely nothing to you. But if you're below 10 health, the kick will actually count as an execution. It's not supposed to do damage, but just because you're so low health, I don't know why it happens, but the game probably just assumes that you're below a certain health threshold to the point where the game will make you go into an execution. To counter this, I'd say just stay at 20-ish health or above at all times, and I'm pretty sure the easiest way is to just make sure you have a medkit on you, so you're usually at least half health majority of the night. But yeah, this makes clashing with Chain a lot more dangerous, so just keep an eye out for it. The Exor and Winchester actually give more combat stamina on a block than the machete does. This can be useful if you combine it with the Moonwalk deck that we mentioned, because it actually allows you to keep the damage of the Exor or the Winchester, whilst also maintaining your cooldowns and have a way higher stamina regen from blocking, which, if you're in a long fight on your own, this is really good compared to the machete, but obviously it's just It's up to preference, whatever you prefer. Now there's actually a hidden feature in the game. It's where you dodge an attack when you're extremely low health. So what this means is, let's say you're running away from chain, and your health is really low, your stamina is low, and you have no combat stamina. In your head you probably think, wow, I'm dead. However, dodging a chain attack when you're really low health actually refills your stamina. Now, this isn't to be confused from dodging the charge attack. This is simply from dodging any attack that chain does. So this can go for basic attacks, grabs, charges, essentially all the attacks in the game. However, one important note that I can say is that this does not work in Blood Moon. If you dodge a charge or a regular attack, doesn't matter what health you're on, if he's in Blood Moon, you are definitely going to die.